Before Christianity, before the demons of medieval grimoires, and long before modern horror, there were the first demons, spirits feared by the earliest civilizations. Hidden within the clay tablets of Mesopotamia are names that still whisper through history: Lamashtu, the bringer of nightmares, and Pazuzu, the king of wind and plague. These were not just stories. To the people of ancient Sumer, Akkad, and Babylon, these demons were real, powerful, and relentless. And today, we unlock their terrifying secrets. To understand Lamashtu and Pazuzu, we must first understand where they come from, the cradle of civilization itself. Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates, gave birth to the world's first cities, empires, and demons. In Sumerian mythology, gods and spirits governed every aspect of life. The great gods, Enlil, Anu, and Enki, held dominion over the heavens and earth. But beneath them were the Utuku, the restless spirits of the dead, and the Edimu, malevolent ghosts that haunted the living. Among these shadowy figures, two stood above the rest: Lamashtu and Pazuzu, ancient entities that inspired both terror and worship. The first and oldest named demon in history was not a malevolent god, nor a monstrous beast, but a terrifying female entity known as Lamashtu. She was feared across Mesopotamia, from the Sumerians to the Assyrians, for one terrible reason: she preyed on the most vulnerable, mothers and infants. Unlike later demonic figures that were created as enemies of gods, Lamashtu was a goddess-turned-monster. She was the daughter of Anu, the supreme sky god, but she rejected divine order. She abandoned the heavens and descended into the world of mortals, driven by an insatiable hunger for newborn children. Descriptions of Lamashtu are chilling: a lion-headed, serpent-haired demon with a skeletal body, bird claws for feet, and donkey teeth. She roamed the night, slipping through open doors, lurking in corners, and waiting for the moment to steal newborns from their cribs. But her hunger did not stop there. Lamashtu was also blamed for miscarriages, stillbirths, and the death of pregnant women. She was believed to drink the blood of infants and consume their flesh. And for mothers who survived, she brought fever, disease, and nightmares. To fight against Lamashtu, ancient Mesopotamians crafted protective amulets carved with sacred spells and prayers. These amulets often showed Lamashtu herself, holding snakes and nursing a dog and a pig, symbols of disease and corruption. But the most effective weapon against her was another demon, a demon that was feared, yet also revered. His name was Pazuzu. Pazuzu, a name that even today carries an aura of unease. Made infamous by modern horror films like The Exorcist, Pazuzu was a demon of the wind, famine, and plague. But unlike Lamashtu, he had a dual nature, both feared and invoked as a protector. Pazuzu was a hybrid monstrosity: the body of a man, the head of a lion or dog, bulging eyes, a snake-like tongue, the talons of an eagle, and powerful wings. He ruled over the west wind, bringing drought and destruction, spreading disease across cities and villages. But despite his terrifying power, Pazuzu had one great role: he was the sworn enemy of Lamashtu. In a paradox of mythology, Pazuzu was both destroyer and savior. He was a demon, but he was also the only force capable of stopping Lamashtu. To protect their children, mothers and priests would invoke Pazuzu's name, wear his image around their necks, or place his statues in their homes. Why would one demon fight another? The answer lies in ancient Mesopotamian beliefs: balance. The gods did not directly interfere with the affairs of demons, so the only way to stop a powerful entity like Lamashtu was to invoke another powerful force against her. And so Pazuzu, the demon of plagues, became the reluctant guardian of children and pregnant women. But invoking him was dangerous. If not appeased properly, his protection could turn into destruction. The legacy of these ancient demons did not die with Mesopotamia. The name Pazuzu was forgotten for centuries, but in 1973 it resurfaced, its name spoken in terror in The Exorcist, forever linking it to possession and evil. But in reality, the demon was far more complex than the horror films suggest. Lamashtu, meanwhile, lives on in folklore. Her legend transformed over time, becoming the prototype for Lilith, the child-snatching night demon of Jewish mythology, and later the archetype of the witch in medieval Europe. Though thousands of years have passed, their shadows remain. Are they merely myths, or do their whispers still linger in the dark corners of human belief? Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world's oldest demons. If you want to explore more forbidden myths and dark histories, subscribe.